Welcome to the Risk Management Training online activities portion of your course. In this module, you will learn how to use the information in the Critical Incident Response Plan to make proper decisions to help customers in the event of an incident on a tour. First, you'll follow a tutorial featuring a story of an accident that could happen on a wilderness trip that you lead. Next, you'll review the Critical Response Plan flowchart, followed by a short quiz. Finally, the story will continue and you will have an opportunity to choose the best response decisions based on what you have learned. Click Next to view the scenario for this lesson. The hiking trailhead is located in the wilderness 10 miles away from the nearest town. It is a beautiful day and everyone is excited. The group members happily embark upon the trail. Hi, my name is Sam. My assistant Tracy and I are taking a group on a hike in the mountains today. Tracy notices a situation of snow on the rocky trail that could be dangerous for one of the group members. Bob, be careful! The snow on that rock is slippery and you could fall. Oh! Ah! Despite Tracy's warning, Bob slips and falls down pretty hard. Sam and Tracy rush to help him. Sam and Tracy begin using their wilderness first aid training to assess Bob's condition. First, Sam requests permission from Bob to help him. Bob, can you hear me? Bob, Tracy and I are certified in wilderness first aid. Is it okay if we help you? Bob's eyes open after a few seconds and he grimaces in pain. He tries to get up, but then lays back down while Sam and Tracy support him. The group members take care of his belongings and find some water and warmer clothes for him in his backpack. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief when his eyes open. Oh, ow! I'm okay. It's just a little fall. Yes, you may help me. Bob's accident poses an interesting question. What would you do if one of your customers falls and appears hurt when you are leading a hike in a remote location? It is important that you make the right critical response decisions. Let's take a look at the Critical Response Plan flowchart and learn the proper actions you must take when a critical incident occurs. The first thing you must do once an incident occurs is to assess the situation and decide whether it is a serious incident or a minor incident. A serious incident is, in a nutshell, anything that is a threat to life or limb or to another person. This category requires outside help. It can be a fatality, a serious injury, a serious illness, or major environmental or violent disturbance. A minor incident is one that can be treated on the field by wilderness first aid trained staff. The customer is able to continue the program or able to walk out on their own, while accompanied by a staff member. There are two categories for minor incidents based on the location of the tour: front country and back country. Take a moment to read the information in the gray Assess Situation box. Click Next when you have finished reading. First, you must assess the situation and determine if it is a serious incident or a minor incident. For a serious incident, the first thing you do is call 911. Next, you call the senior staff member at the Continuing Education office who will activate the Serious Incident Response Plan. A minor incident falls under two categories of protocols based on your location: front country or back country. Please take a moment to review the information in this flowchart. Click Next when you are ready to take a quiz. You've learned three important components for critical incident response: how to assess the situation, the two incident categories, serious or minor, and steps to take per each type of incident category. It's time to practice what you've learned with a short tutorial quiz. Click Next when you are ready to begin the quiz. Awesome job! You have mastered the basic response procedures for assessing an incident and what to do if it is serious or minor. Now it's time to put what you've learned into action. Remember Bob's fall on a hiking trip? Let's continue this story. Using the steps in the critical incident response plan, you will act as Sam and make decisions. You're the leader. Bob's care is in your hands. A decision whether or not to call 911 for help becomes the top priority for Sam and Tracy. Bob fell really hard, but he is awake and insisting that he is okay. He says that he just needs to rest for a few minutes. Sam and Tracy are kneeling down by Bob, stabilizing his body and checking him for blood and any sign of swelling. They don't see any blood, but Sam thinks he hit his head. "Bob, does your head hurt?" "Yes, in the back of my head. Ow, ow, but I'll be fine." "Sam, do we need to call 911? Should we call for help? How do we know?" It's time for you to make your first decision. Calling for outside help is an important decision due to cost and time. Remember the guidelines in the flowchart to use for assessing a situation, whether it is serious or minor. Select the best answer and then click Submit. You've made the right decision to call 911 for help since this incident involves a head injury where the victim lost consciousness. Is there anyone else you need to call? Sam and Tracy determined from their assessment of Bob's accident resulting in being knocked out that a call to 911 is necessary. "Hello, this is Sam Borden from Continuing Education. I have an injured hiker presenting with a head injury. We are located in the West Elk Mountains about 2 miles in on the Cement Creek Trail number 612. I can text my coordinates to you." "Ow, my head hurts. Ow, ow." "Bob, help is coming. Hang tight. We're taking care of you until help arrives." Have we done everything we need to do so far? We called 911. It's time for you to make your second decision. You've called 911 in response to a serious incident. Is there a second call that you need to make? Select the best answer. You're right. The next call that you make is to the senior staff member at Continuing Education. That person will then activate the Serious Incident Response Plan. It is the job of the Home Office to contact the appropriate agencies for emergency alert. Sam pulls out his phone again and makes another call. "Hi, Michelle. This is Sam out on the Cement Creek hike tour. Bob Silverton has fallen and was knocked out for a few seconds. His head hurts, but he is awake. I've called 911 and help is coming. Could you please activate the appropriate communications from the Continuing Education Office with the Serious Incident Response Plan? His vitals are within normal range and he is conscious and talking with us. He's agitated with pain. I will call you back in 10 minutes with an update. Thanks." Well done! You've learned a lot about how to handle critical incidents while leading a group of continuing education customers on day wilderness hikes. Now it's time for a 10-minute break. See you back in the conference room for group activities.